Welcome everyone to the November monthly update. As always, this update is for our investors, for our builders, partners, anyone who has either interest in our projects or are part of our projects. And so today we'll be talking about the updates across all of our projects through November of 2022. A few off project topics. So we just got back from our company offsite in Dallas, a very productive few days with the team, had a lot of progress there. Right now we are in Cabo for an investor event. We do it every year for our investors as part of the projects. We talk about the upcoming year and how we plan and potentially provide more capital to our project. So a lot of things to come, a very exciting year ahead of us. And of course, the markets are in unique times, and just a few topics on that, and then we'll get that into the projects. So as I've been telling a lot of the investors that I talk to and a lot of the people at our companies and other partners, we obviously have a situation in which the real estate market, commercial markets are pulling back in a lot of ways, right? We're seeing demand come down as buyers go to the sidelines. We're seeing the cost of capital go up. We're seeing risk aversion become more of the main topic from a lot of capital providers and debt providers. And what I think will happen is many developers in this market and builders for that matter, who are not being cash conscious, who are operating at too much of a, who are not operating in a lean sort of situation where they're maxing out capacity of employees and they're cutting costs where they can, and they're running out of cash, they will be in trouble in the next 6 to 9 months. And so I do expect to see some operators go belly up here. I will tell you, we are very cash conscious. We are not monitoring our cash burn month over month. We are running a very lean ship. And while we are growing strategically in our headcount, we are ensuring that we're only hiring the most essential positions while still maintaining a positive cash burn in every function of our business. Okay, so again, I think the next 12 months will be a time to tell who the best of the best are in this industry, and hopefully you all are partnering with those operators. So again, I do get asked this in a lot of podcasts when we think the markets will turn. Again, I think we're going to see a rough 2023. We're going to see demand continue to fall across many of the assets in the space. I think costs of debt will go up slightly. I think you'll continue to see pullback in equity going through 2023 and potentially even going into 2024. And there's a great interview on Face the Nations with the CEO of Bank of America that very much resonates to what we believe, which is midway through 2024, we'll start to see a rebound in the economy and as well as this industry. And so we are expecting to see a rebound in 2024 with a strong 2025 and beyond. And so the good news is many of our projects are slated to deliver starting in 2024 and going, more so towards delivery in 2025. So generally, I'm very bullish on our operations and our projects, and we'll go through some of those projects today. So again, any questions? Again, I don't have a crystal ball, and we're doing our best with our in-house economists to predict what we can, but this is where we stand today. So time for the project updates, and we'll start off with one of our smaller ones, one of our seller financing deals where we take the land, subdivide it, and do seller financing. Mixeduse estates. So the good news is we exited this deal in terms of the work and engineering and what have you. And on the first week of offering the lots, which were 19 lots to the market, we sold 11. And we look to be sold out of these lots by the end of this month being December. And so investors will be paid back starting on April 1st. Okay, and that will be paid off before then, and we'll be cash flowing on this project for all investors that are still in the deal. And so we have a conference for this update, and so all investors have already been made aware of their options, but this deal is fully exited by Q1 of next year. Moving on to what is now Willow Ranch, 89 acres. I will tell you that we have a surrounding 600 acres around this project. So these first 90 acres will start moving dirt in the beginning of Q2. So think of it as April to May. We'll start moving dirt on the ground. We're going for debt financing here in the next 45 days, which we've already been in talks with for some time. So we're looking to move dirt again in the spring of 2023, with lot deliveries hitting in Q1 of 2024. Okay, and we do have the majority of these lots already claimed, and so just a matter of fulfilling those obligations. Again, this will be 90 acres of a grander 700 acres. This will be right next to the K through 12 school in Lockhart. We are working to get a hospital facility in this community. We're talking to Baylor Scott White, Seton Hall, and a few others. And again, there's more to come here, but in March, we'll be doing a big event as to what the 700 acres looks like. And this will be led by our VP of Engineering, Luke Caraway. His vision on this is pretty amazing. And so we'll be bringing a select number of builders and investors to the table to walk through what this looks like. So very exciting here. This is one of our passion projects, a massive master community in the Austin MSA that we feel very proud of, that I think will change the dynamics of the MSA. Okay, so more to come on that. Moving on to Pebble 75, again, similar timelines and structures as the Lockhart 90 project that I just mentioned, Willow Ranch. Temple has been phenomenal to work with. For all you builders out there, we just learned that there are no impact fees for this, which means water and sewers essentially at no cost to connect to their infrastructure. That's a major savings. We do have 119 lots remaining of a total of 291. So we are talking to a few builders to see if they have interest in pursuing this. But so we have we have 172 lots sold. There is a multifamily piece of this project that we'll start to entertain and look at in Q4 of 2023 for probably a late 2024 construction on the vertical. That'll be 380 units on that. And then we have roughly 10 acres of commercial. And we are getting more commercial. So think of the C stores and medical offices and more retail. So more to come on that. But generally, we have what looks to be a prelim plat approval this month. And so we're going to have full entitlements approved sometime what looks to be March to April timeframe. So we're looking really good on this project. We have plenty of cash in the bank to get this one across the finish line. So good news on this one. Seguin 80. This is a project, a beautiful piece of land in Seguin, 80 acres, which will yield about 315 lots. We closed on this one, or we closed on it in April of last year through seller financing and a really good debt structure there. We're going to finalize our investment round this month. So we're fully closed on that investment round. This one's a little slower burn for sure. Again, we're in no rush given the market conditions. We are talking to a few builders for a future purchase of this, but we're in no rush. We expect construction to start in mid-2024. So lot deliveries will start coming online here in Q1, Q2 of 2025. So again, we're slow playing this one. This will be a fairly straightforward development, 315 lots, likely 2, maybe 3 phases for an exit probably in 2027 across the board. So again, we were trying to go south in Seguin and New Braunfels, but we know that New Braunfels has been tough due to the impact fees being $23,000 per unit, which is just bananas. So we've kind of avoided going south. Seguin's pretty much as far south as we'll go. We are staying from this area and going north. Okay, so more to come. One of the items here that we had to work through was water rights. Water has been an issue in many parts of Austin, but was definitely an issue in the Seguin area. We understand there's a solution and water should be available by 2024. So more to come on that. Flagstaff 14, very excited about this project. This is prime land right next to the University of NAU. So Flagstaff's a beautiful town. If you haven't been, highly recommend. It's a high desert, so very nice climates. It also has a ski season as well. So we've been up in Flagstaff for really since 2017 doing projects. This is our more unique project. It'll be 80 luxury townhomes. So we're closing on this deal in March with financing from the seller, potentially debt depending. And we're raising equity as we speak on this one. Again, this will be 80 units that we're doing the construction for. So we'll look to have this one wrapped up through entitlements in 2023, beginning horizontal in late 23, early Q1 of 2024. Vertical starting in mid to late of 2024. So 3-phase project, 20 units, and 40 units, all priced in the $750,000 to $1 million range a piece. So very excited to be in this market. This is, again, one of our passion projects. I think what we're building here is a very unique product, and I'm very much looking forward to kicking this off. We'll have entitlements pretty much baked by March in terms of what we see for risk and all that. So very good stuff here. The one hurdle that we're going through right now is the water and sewer capacity. So we got to figure out if there's water and sewer. If there is, we've crossed our T's and dotted our I's on everything else. So we're full steam ahead by March, and we'll know the scoop there. So we talked about the Lockhart 700 or 700 acres master community. We now want to shift gears to our other master community. Similar concept, using a strong towns philosophy, which is one created by Chuck Marone. Again, this vision has been being led by Luke Caraway, our head engineer. So this other master community is near the, again, in Austin, near the Highway I-80 and 130. So pretty close to Cherryville, about 4 to 5 minutes. This project has a lot of support by the local officials here. We're doing a JV with the landowner for a total of about 800 acres. Again, another 10 to 12 year project, bringing in our own sewer plans. We're going to be having a mud on this property. And so we are still raising capital on this. We've raised about $4 to $4.5 million. We're raising another $4.5 million in equity. Debt's already secured, so we're good there. But we're making a lot of progress here from our engineering team. We're on time on the entitlements. We do expect to have full entitlements by December of 2023, which means we're financing the construction in Q1 of 24, moving dirt around April, May of 2024. First phase of lot deliveries will be Q1 of 2025. So again, good timing when we're talking about the rebound of the economy, because we're hoping to be delivering lots to builders right around that time frame. Now, in the next 3 to 4 months, we're going to be talking to a select amount of builders. But those that come in for phase one will get discounted pricing and have essentially the best cost basis of anyone else. So we haven't reached out to builders yet on this, but we will be reaching out to them in the next few months to sort of bring on that partnership. So more to come on that. Arizona RV project. So this one's an interesting one. We're looking to build out a 2-phase project here. Again, this is outside of Flagstaff near the Grand Canyon. It's essentially a luxury glamping resort, if you will. Phase one is only 12 units, and then we'll be branching out, doing an additional 12 for a total of 24 units. This will be a project that is open all year round. Nightly rates will be in the $275 to $325 range. We are going through the SBA on this one right now to secure financing through Andrew Spear, who has been fantastic on through all of this. We expect to have our debt and equity finalized here in the next 45 days. And then 2023, we're doing the horizontal and the vertical building of this project. We'll be launching the business in terms of the doors being open January 2024. So, and again, if you looked at the economy, the service industry and hotel industry is doing quite well. So we're very bullish on this project. And again, this is more of a passion project, 24 units total over about a 24-month time period, with an exit of about 5 to 6 years out from today. So 2028 exit is what we're looking on this one. So more to come on that. And again, I'll leave you with one that I'm very interested in. This is going to be a unique one. We are going to be building the biggest RV park in Austin. It's 151 acres near the flagship Buc-ee's, which is the biggest Buc-ee's in the world. If you haven't been to a Buc-ee's, they have a cult following. They operate those stores like a mad scientist. Very impressive. This site is right off the I-10. It's 151 acres. We'll have about 500 slots for RVs, some dedicated spacing for RV storage. We'll have some single lot seller financing in the back, about 20, 25 lots. We're going to have a self-storage component to this. But this will be the biggest RV park in Austin and one of the top 20 biggest RV parks in the United States. So very exciting here. It was brought to us by a friend who knew a friend, and that's how we got this deal. Phenomenal location. We will be opening up the investment window starting in April to investors. So more to come on that, but very exciting. And so that is the wrap up for the month in our project update. Again, as always, If you have any questions, Tom at redoakvc.com. We're always happy to provide answers. We operate on full transparency, and you know where to find us if you have any questions. So more to come next month.